Hey guys, it's Bryan from CMR Products, and today what I'm going to show you is how to put one of these modules together using some wood glue and some tape, just to hold it together till the glue dries. Sorry about the camera movement. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and prep the area with a little bit of wood glue. And from the previous video, the piece with the holes in the back are for the back of the module opposite of the track screw side. Now you can flip this around so you can either have the TabTec CMR products out or in, doesn't really matter. What I'm doing is catching the sides that I didn't have glue on in the first place. Sorry if it's out of frame a little bit. Like I said earlier, you can actually use some good old quality painter's tape here to hold the pieces together until the glue dries. Okay, as you can see, now we have the basic box taped together. For hole placement, I'm going to go ahead and take and glue the feet into place. And I'll use a little bit more tape to hold those sides in place while the glue dries. And it doesn't really take a lot of tape to hold this. I tend to get a little carried away with the amount of tape that I use because I don't want it to move at all. And yes, you can use clamps. I just chose not to and just use little bits of painter's tape. And that way I can build a quantity of modules at one time instead of just tying all my clamps up with one or two. Basics, there it is. Now I'll go through and I'll clean up my excess glue, make sure all my tape's set, and I'll come back. Alright guys, it's been probably about an hour and a half, and we're going to go ahead and install our T-nuts into our feet here on the modules. So I'm going to get my 6mm T-handle Allen key, and we're going to go ahead and set these in. Key thing is, when you're installing these, you want to try to keep them as straight as possible as when you're screwing them in, so they line up perfect with the top. Which in the future that'll be very handy for whenever you're trying to level out the modules. As you can see, it really doesn't take much effort to go ahead and run these things in. You definitely cannot do it by hand. Having an Allen wrench is very handy. I prefer the T-handle just because it's a nice, big, long, straight handle to run them in. When you're done, they're all in, nice and flush. And we can go ahead and run our leveling feet in. Leveling feet, you have the Allen key side and you have the tapered side. We run all of ours with the Allen side up so we can adjust everything from the top side of the module. And when I start these, I push them down in until they hit. Run them back a little bit until they flip into the slot, and then we just go ahead and run them in. Go ahead and get some of these started here. We take an 1/8 inch Allen wrench and run them all down. And as you can see, the Allen keys come right up through top of the module, and that way whenever you're at the show trying to level out your modules, you can do everything from the top, and you don't have to worry about trying to mess around underneath the modules, lifting them up and trying to run down carriage bolts or anything. there you have it. All 4 leveling feet in. One 14-inch single module assembled. That's CMR Products TabTec Single. You can check out our products at cmrproducts.com. We do have track modules and everything else available there to complete your setup.